it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different from my norm. So I feel like you guys don't really know that much about me. I feel like I haven't. I feel like you know I work full-time, I'm married, that I teach Sunday school, those kinds of things. But I thought I would share 50 random facts about myself, and without further ado, let's get into it. Number one, I love editing. It's my favorite part of my job. So I'm a technical writer and editor. That is what I do for my full-time job, and editing is literally my favorite. Number two, I can remember at least one song from every single year I've been in Vacation Bible School. So that's from pre-K until now. I obviously went from participating in Vacation Bible School to being a leader in Vacation Bible School, and I can still tell you at least one song from every single year and sing the whole song for most of them and do the motions. Number three, I actually used to be a puppeteer. I can still do it. I still have the skill, but the muscle, that's a whole nother ballgame. It's quite a bit of arm work. I had a really, really strong right arm and a really, really weak left arm for a while. At least now I'm a little more, with the workouts I do, I'm a little more even. Number four, this one's kind of interesting. Even though I'm a rational adult, I'm scared of thunder. I'm not terrified of thunder. I'm scared of thunder, but I am terrified of lightning, which at least that part is at least a little bit more rational. But I don't even like my husband likes to sit on the porch and watch the lightning. I'm like, I will stay inside. Thank you. I know that's not the safest place to be, but it makes me feel better. My phone keeps rotating. That's really annoying. I'm gonna turn that off. Number five, which this one's actually no surprise, but I'm a total lipstick junkie. But what's funny about that is probably about 4 years ago, I never wore lipstick. I never wore anything on my lips. And now it's like I have 8 lipsticks in my purse pretty much all the time. Number six, I love to do laundry. It's my favorite chore, but I actually have a really, really hard time getting it all put away. For some reason, I like to just leave it sitting on my couch for 2 weeks before I actually put it all away. So I'm trying to get better and actually folding it and hanging it up and all of that and putting it on hangers and putting it away as soon as I take it out of the dryer. So number seven, I have consistently carried a purse since I was 3 years old. I've always been a girly girl. I know how to get my hands dirty, but I've always been a girly girl, and I have legitimately carried a purse since I was 3. So number eight, I have never actually lived on my own. I went from living with my parents, sleeping in the same bedroom I'd slept in for the majority of my childhood, to living with my husband as my husband, and there was no in between. I slept in my childhood bedroom until the night before I got married, and then I got married. And so I had the closest experience I've had was last summer. My husband and I were separated by distance, not maritally separated, for the summer for his internship, and so we only saw each other on the weekends, but I still wasn't technically living alone. So number nine, before I started college, I actually very strongly considered attending law school and going into politics, but then I realized how much I hate school, so there's that. Number 10, I can't roll my tongue. I can stick my tongue out all day. It's not gonna change, Abby. It's not gonna change. Number 11, I actually had heart surgery at 15, but before you start going to all my videos where you can see more of my body and checking my chest, you're not going to find anything, because my surgery site was actually through my femoral vein, so right at the top of my leg. Number 12, I actually went on a 2-week foreign mission trip 3 weeks after that heart surgery. I wouldn't recommend that. Number 13, I actually don't wear rings except for my 3/1 on this hand. I only wear my wedding ring. I don't wear any other rings. That's partly because I also struggle to identify right and left, and I know that I wear a wedding ring on my left hand. Number 14, I was on a robotics team in high school, for middle school and high school, and it's actually because of that robotics team that I do what I do today. Number 15, my husband always, and I mean always, beats me at rock, paper, scissors, and he won't tell me how he always wins, and it makes me really mad. Number 16, I actually wrote a book in high school. It's not very long, but I'd actually really like to pick it back up and see if I can get it published. It's something in the fantasy realm. I definitely tend toward that kind of thing, but anyway. That's what I actually read a lot of, is fantasy, that kind of thing. Number 17, I have only flown on my own 3 times. That's it. Number 18, I don't have any tattoos, and I don't have any piercings besides my double piercing on my ear. I've considered getting a daith piercing. My mom actually just got one, and she's having a lot of good luck with it helping her headaches, but that's about it. I wear a necklace on my watch. I'll wear a necklace and my watch pretty much every day, even if I don't leave the house. Like, I mean, today I'm filming, but even if I'm not leaving the house, I generally still have jewelry on, even if I don't have makeup on, but I always have a watch and my necklace. Or my watch and a necklace. I say that backwards. Number 20, I was homeschooled from the day that I started preschool until the day I graduated from high school. And I lost my place. Where did it go? Okay. I know how to change feeding tube buttons. So if you're familiar with a G tube or an NG tube that they put in little ones that goes in their belly, and it's about like this, and it's so that you can hook up a feeding tube to them, I know how to change those. Number 22, my favorite ice cream is chocolate chip cookie dough. Number 23, I can't draw. Like, even stick people prove to be a challenge. It's that bad. Number 24, I sing pretty much all the time, and I'm pretty good. I actually haven't been singing the last past about 3 weeks. I've been on self-enforced vocal rest, which, I mean, it's funny that I'm filming videos, but singing is obviously far more straining on your voice overall. I have had professional vocal training. I had voice lessons, but it's been a little while, so I do know how to sing properly. That's what I'm trying to get, my point I'm trying to make is that I know how to sing properly. Which is one of the reasons I'm taking a break. Number 25, which this one actually might be a little bit of a surprise. I am a gigantic Lord of the Rings fan, and Aragorn has always been my favorite character. Even since I was like a little kid, I've always thought Aragorn was like the be-all and all. Number 26, I'm showing you guys, one of the things I'm telling you guys is how nerdy I am. Like, you're actually hearing how nerdy I am. Here's another one. I'm really, really good at Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the original Xbox. So, original Xbox. It's been a day or two since that game came out. Number 27 should come as no surprise, and that is I hardly ever pay full price for anything. And I always, when I go to a store, the first thing I do is shop the clearance rack. Like, if I'm not like for groceries, but like if I'm going shopping for clothing or home decor or anything like that, I always check clearance first. Number 28, I actually hate driving. I like being able to drive, but the actual act of driving, it usually stresses me out, and I really don't like doing it. And so if my husband and I go somewhere together, 9 times out of 10, he's the one driving. Number 29, I think I'm going to take some flack for this. I hate pumpkin. I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin bread. I don't really like squash, period. I've been trying to branch out. I'm trying to eat zucchini. I'm trying to get better, but I don't like squash. But anyway, I really don't like pumpkin. Number 30, and I think I've mentioned this before, but my husband was my only boyfriend. I mean, I had boyfriends when I was in middle school. You know, I have boyfriends. But my husband was my only actual boyfriend. And I think a lot of people, because we were so young, for those of you that don't know and haven't heard me talk about this, my husband and I met when we were 15 and we got married when we were 18. And so I think a lot of people didn't really give our relationship a lot of credence, but you know, we've been married for almost 6 years, so I think people give it a little bit more credence now. Number 31, I actually haven't told that many people about my YouTube channel. I think most of my family knows, like my mother, my in-laws know, because my in-laws actually got me this camera that I'm filming on for Christmas. My husband bought me my lights. My parents and my brother and my grandparents, my cousins on my mom's side know. And I have one friend I think that knows. But other than that, like, I really haven't talked about it. Number 32, I have one older brother. And so I'm the baby, but I've always acted like the older sibling. My brother and I have basically reversed our sibling roles. It's really funny. Our birth order roles. There we go. Number 33, I would kill, not literally, but pretty close. Kill for the opportunity to be Eponine in Les Mis. I would love to have the opportunity to do that. Number 34, I love to organize, which probably makes some sense, but this is the part that's weird. I've loved to organize and clean since I was a little kid. Like, one of the things I loved doing as a child was cleaning my room. My mom loved it, but then I went through this stage from about the age of 7 to about 12 when I hated cleaning my room. Number 35, I love cheese. I feel like cheese should be its own food group because cheese is literally the best thing ever. Number 36, I'm a terrible bowler. Like, terrible bowler. I hate bowling. Well, I don't hate bowling. I'm really bad at it. But I get gutter balls with the bumpers up. I mean, I'm that bad. Number 37, I love games of almost any sort. I like to play board games, card games, video games. I'm up for pretty much anything. I just love to play games. That was something that was very important, something that my family did a lot when I was a child, and something that I really want my husband and I to do with our children. Number 38, I never set New Year's resolutions. I feel like, and I talked about this in my goals video, which I need to do an update on, even though I've made almost no progress on most of those goals. I feel like if you set a New Year's resolution, you're setting yourself up for failure, and you're going to give up when you mess up once. Not necessarily everybody, but I feel like a lot of people. Number 40, one dream trip I have would be to go visit Italy and just kind of tour all of it. Like, not just go to Rome and Florence. Like, I'm talking about, like, lots of different places, not just the places that are touristy. So, number 41, and I talked about this actually a little bit in my favorites video, which I will link in a card up here, my last favorites video. My husband and I actually do a fair amount of canyoneering. My husband's gotten really, really into it lately, and he takes me along. So, and I'm okay. Number 42, I am an absolute wizard with Microsoft Word, which, given what I do for a living, makes sense. But I'm a complete idiot with pretty much anything else with my computer. But what's really funny is I think it's partly because of my age. People at work ask me for IT help all the time. And I usually just Google it to figure it out. Number 43, I know every single word for every single song in Wicked. I feel like that's not really a surprise. And I get to go see it soon. I'm so excited. Number 44, this one's kind of funny. I started drinking my coffee black, or most of my coffee. I'm drinking an iced coffee right now that's got creamer in it. But I drink my hot coffee black because I'm cheap and my teeth are expensive because there's sugar and creamer and it's bad for your teeth. Yeah, I basically, one of the big reasons I stopped drinking creamer in my coffee was because I was getting cavities and I'm cheap. Number 45, I took Spanish 2 online in college so that way I could use Google Translate to finish my homework. No shame. I got a B. I was okay with that. I took it pass fail, so I didn't care. Number 46, I actually have a minor in biology, and I took just as much math and science for my degree as I did for my actual degree-specific classes. I took probably just about as many credit hours. I have number 47. I have lived in the same state for 19 years, and I can't really imagine living anywhere else. Number 48, I hate shoes, and there's, like, I like to have cute shoes. I hate wearing shoes. So there's pretty much always a pile of shoes by my front door. I'm looking over here because my front door is over here, and I've got three pairs of shoes that I can see that I need to put away. Number 49, I hate tinsel. So my husband and I actually have an agreement. Every other year we alternate. One year our Christmas tree has colored lights and tinsel, and the next year it has white lights and no tinsel. That's our agreement. And number 50 is I absolutely love to be in water. I'm a total water baby, and I will stay in it as long as I possibly can. One time my grandparents took us on a trip to California, and the water was 59 degrees, I want to say. It was cold. I was in it all day. I don't care. I love to be in the water. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed learning some random little bits about me, and that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!